Hey everyone, Ed Burton here, and back again for another review for New Star Rising. And I'm very sorry about the tardiness of this review. Just coming back from New York, it's been very hard to get everything settled. So Toomorow, it's called. It was made in 1970, and it's nowhere near as bad as Doomsday Machine. I don't get how you liked it. Here's the thing about this movie: whatever you're giving it credit for, I don't think it deserves that credit. I don't know where you got that stuff from, but if it did in fact do that, if that's what you saw, it wasn't done purposely. It wasn't done on purpose. It's nothing but a movie that is sexist, pretentious, and really boring. So, with that being said, let's get on to Tomorrow, and this is a 1970s movie about a group of students trying to pay their way through school, creating a pop band called Tomorrow. And boy, was this one bad. I mean, for the 70s, even for the 70s, it's pretty bad. Let's go through the problems. Okay, it's very out of date. It's very out of date. Watching this now, it's very 70s oriented. Of course, it will be. But even for the 70s, it's a little over the top. There are too many colors. It's just too colorful. That it becomes a bright mess. I mean, the clothes that the characters are wearing and the scenery in the background and all the sets and all this, they're very colorful but very in your face, very obnoxious and very cluttered. Even more cluttered than movies like Oz the Great and the Powerful, because Oz the Great and the Powerful had a lot of colors, but they're not as cluttered as they are muted. They're more muted. This movie is colored. It's very colored, and it just is very cluttered. So, um, the acting is very hokey. It's very hammy. It's just not. It's not a good acting movie. There's not much to say about this movie because there's not much to it. I mean, it's just a regular kind of movie that really was just like you could tell that they knew they were making a bad movie. Like they were trying in like the first 20 minutes, but then they were just like, yeah, this kind of sucks. So yeah, I think they just went with that mindset and just said, okay, let's just make this movie. So the writing is really out of date. Again, hokey. Again, hammy. Just like the acting. But again, I don't really blame the actors because how can you work with writing like this? Who's ever seen this film? How can you work with writing like this? You know? So, and the band is unbearable to listen to. That was the biggest problem with the film, actually. The band is just absolutely horrible. Not even for people in the 70s would listen to this band. So again, it's only 3 minutes in, but this is all I got for you. I mean, there's not much to it. I mean, really, there's nothing much to it. It's just there. You could tell that they were just like, okay, let's not make this very bad, but let's not try to make this good. Let's just keep it here. So let's just leave it here for them. You know, so there's not much to this film. It's not very memorable. It's not very driven. It's not very it's not just not very good. I mean, you could tell there wasn't any passion to it. There wasn't a ounce of trying in it. So why should I try to talk about and go into detail when they didn't try to make a good movie for me to watch? So, new star, huh? Kind of running out of movies for you to do, huh? Well, I'd find more movies honestly, but I'm still giving you a movie to review. As I told you before, I was going to sooner or later give you back The Room, and I was going to give you that when I had no other movie for you to review. So, I want another review for The Room, and I want it more detailed, and I want it much longer because if I had to suffer through it, and I have to suffer through all these, you're going to suffer through The Room again. So there you go, new star, giving you The Room one more time. And I hope you enjoy that movie, and I will be awaiting your review. And then once you give me a movie to review after this, after you see The Room and you make a video and tell me what you thought about The Room again, uh, And once you give me a movie, I will have another movie for you by then. But I cannot wait to see. After me giving you The Room twice, I cannot wait to see what you have in store of me. Just try new. So you're not even trying now. You're just giving me this movie. It's not very bad. It's not terrible. It didn't leave much of an impact on me. It was just there, and it's bad, and it's whatever. It didn't leave a huge impact on me like your other movies have. So you're kind of slipping here. I don't think the 70s are for you. I think you ought to move to the 80s and 90s. You're not very experienced in the 70s. No offense. But, yeah. So there's your movie, The Room, again. So, till then, New Star, and to everybody, I will have my 42 review. I saw 42 2 nights ago, and I will have that posted today after this is done uploading. So, until then, see you next time.